wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for tuning in to Locker Talk Podcast, where you hear about NFL stars of tomorrow today. I'm your host, your proud host, Barry Barnes, founder and CEO of LockerDashport.com. And you guys, please go to the site. Check the site out anytime you're leisure, where you can find out some great NFL content that you will not see anywhere else. I guarantee you guys will not be disappointed. Follow me on all my social handles on Twitter at Locker_report. On Instagram, LockReport100, all small caps. On Facebook, LockReport.com, and also check out the podcast on Facebook. And of course,
Come on, man.
yeah, come on, man. You guys should be subscribed by now. But if you did not, go to YouTube right now. Subscribe to Locker Talk Podcast, where you can check this show out at your leisure, where you see some good highlights and great content on these solid NFL players that's to come. Now, folks, we know in the heart of the season, some great things happen in Week 7 of the NFL, and we're going to talk about what the NFL Regional Combine Pioneers did in Week 7, and then we're going to preview what players to look out for in Week 8 in terms of the NFL Regional Combine platform. Guys, we're going to jump right into it, no hold back. We're going to get into this great game of football here with some great play from the players for the NFL Regional Combine platform. Now, this is the year. Now, I know I've been talking about this for the past couple of years, especially like last year. But right now, I'm still on that heavy campaign run for Kenny Moore II, who is the cornerback for the Indianapolis Colts. This young man is a clear talent coming through the platform. A couple of years ago, one of the highest paid defensive backs in the league. And this is his moment, and this is his time, and he is having himself a phenomenal year. Now, we know the Indianapolis Colts is a good, solid team. We know they're a playoff team looking to get to the next level, going deep into the playoffs. And this team is very capable of doing it, but yes, they have definitely started off slow. Now, we know about their primetime loss in Baltimore, which was gut-wrenching, having these guys up by 19 points. And this team had to bounce back. So they bounced back against the Houston Texans the final week, and then going to Week 7 was another primetime game that these guys had to show out on Sunday night, this time against the San Francisco 49ers. And then this matchup was one of those games, nice, rainy, soggy night in San Francisco, and the Colts knew they had to have this game. And in this game was a game that everyone came to work out for, came playing hard for, and Kenny Moore was that guy that stepped up big time as he led the Colts in tackles with 9 tackles in this matchup, including this big upending flip that he had caused on the running back, on the wide receiver early in the first quarter, which kind of set the tone for the Colts, was showing how aggressive this defense was going to be that night. And this defense was aggressive all night long, knowing that Kenny Moore played a major role to set that game off on fire with his defensive presence on the field. Right now, currently, he sits on the team with 45 tackles, but he leads the team in solo tackles with 38. So Kenny Moore, NFL Regional Combine Pioneer, playing a solid game. The Colts are back to 500. Can't wait to see what this team is going to do as the season progresses on towards the postseason. Now, Robert Tonyan, one of the guys who always talked about solid year last year. Last year was his coming out party, but this year kind of coming off slow based off the statistics. However, this young man started coming around. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this young man when we get into Week 8 of the NFL season. Now, coming into this matchup against the Washington football team, he only had 1 touchdown on the record this year when they went up against the Detroit Lions, his former team in Week 2. So they had 1 compared to last year around this time, going to Week 7, he had 5 TDs. But in this matchup, he was able to get across that goal line against the Washington football team. And the score came in the third quarter with 12 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock, when the Packers had faced 3rd and 3 for the Washington 20-yard line. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers took the ball from shotgun formation, checked down, and just tossed the ball almost like a floater to the right side of the field, where Tonyan was able to catch that 20-yard touchdown. And then here go the boom, the smash, letting him know that, hey, this is where he belongs. Finally, we on a roll here. Robert Tonyan got the 2nd touchdown of the year for the Pack. Make sure y'all stay tuned to see what this young man is expected to do in Week 8 for the Green Bay Packers. And now, to round everything up with the NFL Regional Combine players for Week 7, we're going to go right to New York, where we had a solid game between New York Giants fullback Eli Penny, who had rushed for 24 yards off of 9 carries. Fullback that does a lot of stuff out there in the field, a lot of blocking, and a lot of protection. But every time he get the chance to get the ball, he definitely try to be real impactful as a ball carrier. So Elijah Penny for the New York Giants, solid game in that matchup. Washington football team, Cole Holcomb in that matchup against the Green Bay Packers. Cole Holcomb, linebacker for the Washington football team. He finished with 6 tackles coming off a week before where he had 9. Benson Imaway, defensive end for the Seattle Seahawks. In this matchup, he had 2 tackles. Miami Dolphins cornerback Nick Needham, he had 2 touchdowns. Los Angeles Rams linebacker Jameer Jones, who was the start of the season with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he had rounded up with a tackle in his matchup. And Atlanta Falcons linebacker Brandon Copeland, he had a tackle as well in Atlanta's matchup. Now, that was just week 7 of the NFL. Now we're going to talk a little bit about what's going to happen, what to expect for week 8. Now, let's bring his picture back. Robert Tonyan, yes, this young man here who I'm super excited about, who I know that this young man is going to do some great things in the NFL, and he's definitely showing it right now. Now, like I said in the early beginning part of the show, statistically, on paper, he's not having that big time year like he was having last year around this time. And let me explain. Now, the thing is, in this coming into week 8, compared to last year, Robert Tonyan was targeted 27 times. And out of those 27 times he was targeted, he caught 23 of those attempts for 309 yards, including 5 touchdowns. Now, coming back to this year, currently, he's been targeted 25 times, caught 15 of those passes, and have 155 yards with 2 touchdowns. Now, you look at that saying he's having a bad year, but no, just on paper. Robert Tonyan does more than just catch balls. This young man blocks, pass protection, does everything, all the little dirty stuff on that offensive line, but always makes sure that he's always ready for Aaron Rodgers if Aaron Rodgers need a quick target. Now, coming into week 8, we knowing that all-pro wide receiver Adams, Davante Adams, and Allen Lazard will not be able to play in this week 8 matchup against the Arizona Cardinals because of COVID-19 protocol from the NFL. Whenever a player is on the list, it's either they tested positive for COVID-19 or they've been around someone or persons who was affected with the COVID-19. So these 2 young men will not play. People thinking that, okay, Aaron Rodgers is probably not going to be as well, but we know that this is Aaron Rodgers, great Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Fame future, first ballot Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers. He will find a way. And in this matchup, expect to see Robert Tonyan be used a lot more. He is doing a lot for this team. He's going to be expected to catch passes. And I believe in this matchup, he's really going to show out and really show that, yes, he is becoming one of those elite tight ends in this league. To me, he's already there. But to prove it to everyone else on a national stage where this young man is not afraid of the big-time bright lights, he's going to show out in this matchup. So watch out for Robert Tonyan against the Arizona Cardinals in this matchup. Now, we know the Cowboys are coming back from the bye week, and the Minnesota Vikings coming back from off their bye week. Sunday night, primetime game, as usual. Minnesota Vikings fullback C.J. Ham, who had his longest run of his career for 30 yards right before they went into their bye in week 6. He's going to be ready to show out. Adam Thielen, we know he's their top wide receiver there. He's going to be ready to show out, to show things off. Greg Zuerlein, kicker for the Cowboys. He's showing that he's getting hot this season, being more reliable, like the great leg that he has. And C.J. Godwin, who on special teams, a solid special teamers. Make sure you keep your eyes out there for number 29. Some great matchups heading into week 8 of the NFL, and we can go on and on with some great solid play from some players from the NFL Regional Combine. Like, for instance, we'd like to see what Elijah Penny, what he's going to do Monday night against the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be one of those situations that no one is really expecting, the Giants to win this game, but the Giants, look, they played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers really tough last year and on a primetime event. This could be another situation knowing that the Chiefs right now are struggling right now. And then in that game matchup, hey, keep your eyes on number 51 with Mike Dana. No telling what that young man is going to do, for he is showing showing some solid signs of how he's being reliable and why this team and the Chiefs are looking out for him and expecting great things for him. So that's a good taste of who to watch out for from the NFL Regional Combine platform. We know about the Kumar, Goucher Hills, Kenny Moores, all those good guys out there. So we're looking out for what those guys are going to do. And you can't wait to see even if what's going to happen in Carolina with Sam Franklin. Sam Franklin is having a strong year this year. Let's see what he's going to do for the Carolina Panthers if this team continue to go on. Haven't seen the Brandon Silcher sighting in well. Look out for those guys when they go up against the Atlanta Falcons. This could be one of those games that he should get across their goal line as well. Thank you guys for tuning in to Locker Talk, where you hear about NFL stars. So tomorrow, today, I'm your host, Barry Bonds, founder and CEO of Locker-Report.com. And make sure you guys go to the site. Check the site out where you see some great content on the NFL. And then march right over there on Twitter. Follow me on there on Twitter at Locker_Report. And also on Instagram, Locker Talk 100 All Smart Caps. I got to change that picture. I look a lot different from that now. I know I got to update that. And also on Facebook. Check me out on Locker-Report.com and also Locker Talk Podcast. That's on Facebook. But until then, yeah, I'm gonna continue to give you this look. No, don't break your phone. It's not at that point yet. Just calm down. Don't eat your phone. But by now, you guys should have already subscribed to Locker Talk Podcast on YouTube. There's no reason why you haven't. Make sure. Go to YouTube right now. Subscribe to this channel. The channel is growing. We just need to get some more numbers up there, some more subscribers, so that everybody can recognize that, hey, we do have some great NFL content that you guys will not be disappointed. Okay? You got me?
Yeah! Okay!
All right, here. Go ahead and do it. Everyone stay blessed. Talk to you next week when we talk about what happened in Week 8 of the NFL and previewing what will happen in Week 9 in regards to the players who came to the NFL Regional Combine. Everyone stay blessed. Talk to you guys soon. Let's get it.